Animism in the Tamil country represents a complex interplay of spirituality, cultural expression, and environmental consciousness. It highlights the significance of maintaining a harmonious relationship with nature while also honoring the spirits that are believed to inhabit the world around us. As Tamil society continues to evolve, these animistic traditions persist, adapting to contemporary contexts while retaining their rich cultural heritage. Tamil animism encompasses the belief in various spirits, known as bhutams or devam, which inhabit natural elements like trees, mountains, rivers, and even certain animals. Local deities often personify these spirits, representing specific places or natural phenomena. They can be associated with agricultural fertility, protection, and community welfare. Tamil Nadu has several tribal groups, such as the Kotas, Badagas, Irulas, and Mudugas, who have maintained animistic practices. These groups often worship nature spirits, ancestors, and deities connected to specific geographical features like mountains, rivers, trees, and animals. Tribal communities might worship the spirit of the forest, hills, or a river, seeing these natural features as sacred and inhabited by deities or spirits that must be respected and appeased. Ancestral spirits play a significant role in animistic traditions, and rituals to honor or seek blessings from these spirits are common. Tamil folk culture often includes deities who are closely associated with the elements of nature. Many deities are considered to embody natural forces or aspects of life that are deeply intertwined with the environment, such as fertility, water, and agriculture. Mariamman, a popular folk goddess, is believed to be a goddess of rain and fertility, and she is closely associated with nature's cycles. Villagers pray to her for relief from drought, famine, and other natural calamities. Ayanar, a guardian deity often associated with rural landscapes, is depicted with a retinue of animal spirits, and his temples are often found on the outskirts of villages. Karuppu, or Karupanna Sami, is often depicted as a fierce and powerful deity, embodying protection and guardianship. He is considered a spirit of justice who protects devotees from evil forces and misfortune. Ancestral spirits are revered and believed to influence the lives of their descendants. Rituals and offerings are made to honor these spirits, often during important family events, such as weddings or festivals. In Tamil Nadu, snake worship is common in various forms, reflecting a deep respect for nature and its elements. Many Tamil communities have sacred groves or forests that are considered the abode of spirits and deities. These natural spaces are often protected from destruction or disturbance, as the belief is that disturbing them would anger the spirits and bring misfortune. Trees such as the peepal, bamboo, and palm are often revered, as they are believed to house divine or ancestral spirits. In some places, rituals may involve offerings at the base of these trees. Areas of forest, often considered the homes of local deities or forest spirits, are places where animistic rituals and ceremonies are conducted. While not purely animistic, the Kavadi Attam festival, connected to Lord Murugan, involves elements of animism, where devotees believe they enter a state of possession or trance and are believed to be receiving spiritual power from the deity. In some villages, people offer sacrifices such as animals, fruits, and flowers to the spirits of nature or local deities, hoping to appease them and ensure a good harvest, health, or protection. The Tamil worldview often reflects dual aspects of nature, such as constructive and destructive forces, which are personified in various deities and spirits. This dualism highlights the importance of balance and harmony in interactions with the natural world. There is a profound respect for the environment, as many animistic beliefs tie spiritual significance to elements of nature. The idea that human well-being is intrinsically linked to the health of the natural world is central to many animistic practices. Numerous local festivals celebrate specific deities or spirits, integrating agricultural, seasonal, and community elements. These festivals often include public celebrations, processions, and rituals aimed at invoking blessings from the spirits. Festivals like Pongal, which is tied to agriculture, also hold animistic elements in their reverence for nature and the environment. Shamans, or ritual specialists, are part of Tamil animistic practices. These individuals mediate between the human and spiritual realms and perform healing, divination, and protection rituals. Shamans are often called upon to perform exorcisms and healings when individuals are believed to be possessed by spirits or suffering from spiritual afflictions. In some rituals, individuals may go into trances, believed to be possessed by the spirits of the land or ancestors. These rituals can be part of both healing ceremonies and ceremonies of thanksgiving or supplication. Even within the framework of mainstream Hinduism in Tamil Nadu, animistic elements have deeply influenced local practices. The Tamil Nadu landscape, dotted with hills, forests, and rivers, has fostered a spiritual connection to nature that still resonates today. Tiruvannamalai, Kaveri, Kolimlai, and banyan trees are some of the classic examples. The Tamil language is celebrated as a goddess or devtai. Many folk deities who embody the forces of nature are worshipped alongside the more prominent deities in the Tamil Hindu pantheon. This blending of animism with Hinduism is a testament to the resilience of animistic traditions in the region. Even in more formal Hindu temples, offerings are often made to natural elements like fire, water, and earth, reflecting the animistic worldview that nature itself is sacred. Animism in Tibet refers to the belief system where spiritual forces are attributed to natural objects, phenomena, and the environment. It predates the arrival of Buddhism in Tibet and continues to influence the practices and worldview of many Tibetan people. The indigenous animistic beliefs of Tibet are closely tied to the land, the elements, and the spirits that are believed to inhabit the natural world. These beliefs are part of the broader Tibetan folk religion, sometimes referred to as Bon, and also coexist with Tibetan Buddhism, which has deeply integrated these animistic elements into its practices. Tibetan animism is centered around the belief that mountains, rivers, trees, and other natural features are inhabited by spirits or deities. Certain landscapes are considered sacred and are believed to possess protective and spiritual powers. Tibetans view their land as a living, sacred entity, where the forces of nature are active and potent. Mountains in Tibet are often considered the home of deities and spirits. For example, Mount Kailash is revered as the abode of the gods and is a significant pilgrimage site for both Buddhists and followers of the Bon tradition. Many other mountains are similarly treated as sacred and are not to be climbed, as they are thought to house powerful spirits or gods. Tibet's rivers and lakes are also seen as sacred. For instance, Lake Yamdrok and Lake Namso are considered holy in Tibetan Buddhism and Bon, with spirits residing within them. Pilgrims often circumambulate these lakes, following ritualistic practices. The Bon religion, which predates Tibetan Buddhism, is deeply rooted in animistic practices. It recognizes a wide range of natural spirits, deities, and cosmic forces. Although it evolved over time to include Buddhist elements, it retains a strong animistic character. In the Bon worldview, the universe is populated by a variety of spirits and deities. These include both benevolent beings, such as nature spirits and protector deities, and malevolent spirits that can cause harm to humans if they are not appeased or respected. To honor these spirits and protect against their wrath, offerings such as food, incense, and ritual objects are made at shrines, holy sites, and in the natural world itself. Offerings are meant to ensure harmony with the spiritual forces of the land and to maintain balance. Bon practitioners often rely on shamans, known as lhamo, to communicate with spirits and perform rituals that restore balance. These shamans are believed to possess special powers to interact with the spiritual world, often entering trance-like states during ceremonies. In Tibetan animism, many spirits are associated with specific natural features like trees, animals, and rocks. Some of these spirits are revered as protective beings, while others might be seen as dangerous entities that require offerings to prevent misfortune. Earth spirits are believed to inhabit the earth, and rituals are performed to honor them, ensuring that they do not bring harm to crops, livestock, or communities. Sky deities and weather spirits play a significant role in Tibetan animism. These beings are often called upon to bring rain, ensure good harvests, or to protect the community from natural disasters such as drought or storms. Certain animals, like the snow leopard or yak, are revered in Tibetan animistic traditions. These animals are thought to possess spiritual significance, and in some cases, they are seen as messengers of the gods or as totemic protectors of certain clans. Rituals in Tibetan animism are deeply connected to the natural world. Tibetan Buddhists and Bon practitioners alike often conduct ceremonies to invoke spirits, make offerings, and ask for blessings from the forces of nature. While commonly associated with Tibetan Buddhism, the practice of sky burial has animistic roots. It is seen as a way to return the body to the earth and the natural forces, symbolizing the interconnectedness of life, death, and the environment. Offerings to nature spirits are common in Tibetan animism. These can include butter lamps, food, prayer flags, and incense, all intended to appease spirits and promote harmony with nature. Pilgrims may leave offerings at sacred places like mountains, rivers, or trees. Tibetan animism, known as Bon, is a fascinating tapestry of beliefs that intertwine nature and spirituality. It teaches that every rock, tree, and stream is alive, imbued with a spirit that deserves respect. The Bonpo, practitioners of this ancient faith, engage in rituals that honor these spirits, seeking harmony with the environment. They believe in the power of sacred mountains, like Mount Kailash, which is seen as the axis of the universe. Through offerings and chants, they connect with the unseen forces that guide their lives. This deep reverence for nature fosters a unique worldview, where the physical and spiritual realms coexist, reminding us of our place within the intricate web of life. In a world increasingly disconnected from nature, Tibetan animism offers profound lessons on respect, balance, and interconnectedness. When Tibetan Buddhism became dominant in Tibet, it absorbed many aspects of animistic beliefs. For example, many local deities and spirits that were worshipped in the Bon tradition were integrated into the Tibetan Buddhist pantheon, where they are often revered as protector deities. These deities and spirits are still honored today, and animistic practices continue to play a role in daily Tibetan religious life. In Tibetan Buddhism, the idea of sacred mountains as homes for deities continued. These mountains are often seen as manifestations of enlightened beings, such as the embodiment of the wisdom and compassion of a Buddha. In both Bon and Tibetan Buddhism, torma, ritual cakes, are used in ceremonies as offerings to spirits and deities. These offerings are seen as a way to communicate with and honor the natural and spiritual worlds. Tibetan prayer flags, often hung on mountains or along roadsides, reflect the belief that the wind can carry prayers and blessings to the spirits of nature. This practice is closely linked to both Buddhist and animistic beliefs. Traditional Tibetan healers, known as amchis, also draw from animistic beliefs in their practice. They believe that physical illness can result from disharmony with spiritual forces, including nature spirits. As a result, part of the healing process may involve spiritual rituals to restore balance with these spirits. Shamans and amchis may perform rituals that include chanting, prayers, and offerings to the spirits of nature, seeking to remove spiritual blockages or negative influences. Tibetan shamans use various methods of divination, including interpreting signs from nature, to communicate with spirits and gain insight into future events. The Yeti is steeped in Tibetan and Sherpa folklore. In Tibetan, the creature is often referred to as Metoh-Kangmi, which translates to man-bear or wild man of the mountains. The mythology surrounding the Yeti has been passed down through generations, often portrayed as a powerful and mysterious being that embodies the wild and untamed nature of the Himalayas. The Yeti is commonly described as a large, ape-like creature covered in white or brown fur. Its size is said to be similar to that of a human, ranging from about 6 to 10 feet tall. Witnesses often report glowing red or yellow eyes and large footprints. In Tibetan culture, the Yeti is seen as a guardian spirit of the mountains. Rituals in Tibetan animism often involve the use of offerings like food, incense, and symbolic objects to appease and honor spirits. In the Bon tradition, these rituals are deeply shamanistic, involving chants, sacrifices, and sometimes the use of torma, ritual cakes, to communicate with spirits. Tibetan Buddhist rituals also incorporate offerings to nature spirits, including butter lamps, prayer flags, and prayer wheels, which are believed to carry prayers to the spirits of nature. Tamil animism is more closely tied to local folk traditions and the agricultural cycles of the region, while Tibetan animism is heavily shaped by the high-altitude, mountainous terrain of Tibet, with a strong focus on sacred mountains and ancestral spirits. Tibetan animism is also more closely integrated with the Bon religion and Tibetan Buddhism, whereas Tamil animism is more intertwined with folk Tamil religions. Despite these differences, both systems reflect a deep respect for nature and the spiritual forces believed to govern the natural world.